So you want to live in a van, but you don't know what you have to bring with you? We've got you covered. Here are 10 things that we cannot live without. We're gonna try to spice things up and talk about things that you might not have thought of.
The first item is unbreakable dishes. So it's a must.
Even if you have purchased some nice locking mechanism, you will forget them at least once in your trip, and it's just gonna open when you drive and everything's gonna fall to the ground. And you know what happens when plates fall to the ground? Stainless steel wine cup.
So unbreakable dishes, it's a must.
Item number 2 is fast drying towels. They might not look like much, but they are very good. They are compact, you can store them anywhere, they are thin, and they don't smell bad. You couldn't bring some full-size towels in your van, it takes way too much space. So this is very comfortable, dries in 30 minutes, and it doesn't smell.
And there's different size of it. That's I think it's a medium one or a large one. You can have smaller towels, so if you just want to wash your face, this size can work, or if you just want to dry the dog,
Yeah,
it can
works
also
well
work.
for the dog.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily because you have a shower in your van, it's also because if you go to the gym, this is the perfect size for a gym towel. If you go to the beach,
Yeah.
it's very nice. You can put it on the ground, do a little picnic, and bring one on your adventures.
Item number 3, solar shower. We have a shower in the van, but that's a must if you want to take a shower outside.
So if you're living in a van, chances are you're the adventurous type, so you are going to end up sweaty at the end of the day. And it's always nice to take a hot shower, but unfortunately in our van we don't have a water heater. But what we have is this secret bag that heats up our water to the point where it is super comfortable to take a shower, let me tell you. Item number 4 is a personal favorite of mine, digital multimeter. If you have any sort of electric system in your van, it is going to break eventually, and this is the best tool you can have to diagnose most of your problems. So for instance, if one of your solar panel is going bad or is not plugged correctly, if you have wrong voltage readings on your meter, you need to have a device like this. It's super cheap.
For instance, last year we were in Florida, full day of sunshine, and our battery were not charging, and we're like, what the heck?
Yeah.
It's like, it's supposed to charge. We used that to test it out, and the battery was not in fault, it was just the connection.
Yeah, loose connection due to vibration, this device will tell you.
Exactly.
And yeah,
And
$20.
so item number 5 is portable camping chair. That's awesome because it fits, like you can see, in a really small bag.
Yeah.
So it's like a tent. So
The legs.
the legs just fit like that.
And it's pretty low on the ground, but it's comfortable and strong enough for me.
One thing is that it's really awesome to be able to go outside and just sit.
Yeah.
But a regular camping chair are like really tall.
The average price for those chairs is about $200, but we were lucky enough to find those same chairs for about $35, and they hold up very nicely.
Yeah.
They have proven that they are strong and that they are reliable. Sometimes you just need a breath of fresh air and you don't want to sit on the ground, so you can bring your chair with you everywhere you go. It's very nice to be able to work, read outside, and play some music because of this camping chair. Item number 6 is not a single item. It's a category that you very much need to consider. These are the things that you will use to regulate the temperature in your van. This is not something we have thought of very much when we built our van, but it is so essential. We've got a diesel heater. It's super powerful and very much needed when you live in Canada like we do. But once you go to Florida, for instance, and it becomes unbearably hot in the van, especially if you're using computers that produce a lot of heat, you will need to cool off a way or another. We don't have AC in our van because it just uses way too much electricity, so we've just purchased some nice desktop fans. This one, for instance, it uses 120 volt AC, which is not the best thing, but you know, it does the job when it's during a sunny day. Of course, we've got our 12 volt roof fan. This is a fantastic fan. Not just because it's fantastic, but because this is the name of the company. This little fan is USB powered, and you can plug it in your computers or on a battery pack. It's not very powerful, but if you have it close to you, it's way more than you need. Super silent, and it can run during the whole night. Won't drain your batteries. That's not something you might have thought about, but heat and humidity in a van can be incredibly uncomfortable. If we were to redo the van, we would put a second fantastic fan in the rear so that you can get a nice circulation, because like this, it does the job, but it is not optimal.
Item number 7 is a full-size broom. So that's a must, because when you go to the beach, you cannot imagine how much sand you can have in the van. It's crazy when it rains and you have like any kind of dirt.
It doesn't take so much space. This is a great investment.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about buying a small compact broom, I would not recommend it, because you will swipe the floor pretty much every day.
Oh yeah.
And you don't want to do it on your knees, because you will hurt your knees, and this is bad. Number 8 is propane and propane accessories. Here is the thing, if you want to cook inside using propane, this in itself is the worst idea you can possibly imagine. This is a no-no, you never cook inside. Why do we do it every day though?
First of all, you always crack your fan. In winter, summer, anytime, always crack it.
It's freezing outside, don't care. Open your fan, because you will die otherwise, and this is bad. Carbon monoxide, this is a silent killer. You won't smell it, you won't taste it, you will just faint, and that will be the end of you. So what can you do to protect yourself? Is to purchase a carbon monoxide detector that also does propane and explosive gases. So during your research, you will probably notice that carbon monoxide and propane detectors are way more expensive than regular smoke detectors, but they are definitely worth the price. I think this one was $50, and definitely it's an investment. If you think you're gonna cook in your van pretty much every day, I highly recommend that you don't buy those 1 pound green bottles of propane. They don't last that long, and they end up being very expensive, because you buy a tank with little propane inside, while you could buy a bigger tank, store more propane, and have it refilled. I know some people tried to refill those 1 pound bottles.
Even though I think it's
illegal. I wouldn't try that.
Item number 9 is reusable bottle. So when we go to the gym, we always bring those, because that makes sure we can refill them and have some drinkable water for the next day.
Whenever you go on a hike or you go to the dog park, you want to bring some water with you for yourself and your puppy.
They can keep hot or cold liquid in it for a couple of hours. So it's pretty great when you want to go to a hike and have really cold water, or if you want to put some coffee or tea in it.
I mean, I know some of you are going to say, oh yeah, but I don't need some reusable bottles, because I can just go to Walmart and buy a 24 pack of disposable bottles, and this is bad for the planet. And number 10 is battery powered lights. They come in all shapes and sizes, and they will have different functions. If you go outside, you will want to bring one of those with you, but just when you're inside and you want to do some work or cook without disturbing your girlfriend, sometimes you want to be as stealth as possible, because maybe you're sleeping in somewhere we're not authorized to, so you don't want to turn on those big bright lights. These will make sure you are almost invisible. And we've got some lights like those pretty much everywhere in our van. Super cheap, the battery lasts for years.
Forever.
I mean, I've never changed the batteries in those, and we had them for 2 years now.
Yeah.
So these are 10 of the things we think you should consider bringing with you in your van. If you want to leave a comment about something that you think we should bring with us, please do so.
We're just gonna put the links of pretty much everything that we talk about in the description. So if you wanna check it out, see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.